Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. And there may be something you don't know, and that is slavery was never abolished in the United States. Now, a lot of people think slavery was abolished. It's taught in our history books that slavery was abolished, but slavery was never actually abolished. If you read the text of the 13th Amendment, it will read very stately that slavery is abolished except for as punishment for a convicted offense. Paraphrasing that there. They use that cringe wording from 150 years ago. But what that means is if you're a prisoner, you are a slave to the government, you are a slave to the state. One thing that a lot of people don't know is the United States actually has about a quarter of the world's total prison population. There is a reason why Democrats like Bill Clinton and Joe Biden wanted to push the 1994 crime bill. It's because they wanted an excuse to get more slave labor. And this is most notably seen in California wildfires. Over the past year, 2 years, every time there's been excessive wildfires in California, they've utilized slave labor to actually combat those wildfires. And the coronavirus has actually caused a situation where in prisons and nursing homes, it spreads the fastest because these people cannot social distance. They're not given any protective equipment whatsoever. So prison populations are being decimated by coronavirus. And so when you have a not volunteer, but a slave labor force that fights fires in California, and they all get coronavirus because of poor prison conditions, this is something that happens. So, over the past week or so, I think there's been a large amount of fires going on in California. As you can see photographs here, not great. In fact, this is not good. This is absolutely horrendous. This looks like a scene out of like a fucking like a horror film. It's absolutely fucking vicious. It's just like it's heinous, and it's just gross. And this is again pure negligence by the part of the rich 1%. They knew climate change was a thing. They knew all the way back into the 60s and 70s. What they did was they hid their research just for their short-term corporate profits. And short-term corporate profits being the number one thing over the course of a couple decades. Oh, it's just one more quarter. Come on. Yeah, one more year of profits. Turns out, decades later, here we are. So, again, this is actually very interesting here. Inmate firefighters are helping fight California's fires. Though some teams aren't available due to COVID-19 quarantines and releases, they are paid as little as $2 to $5 a day, not an hour, a day, and are often blocked from getting firefighting jobs after release due to past convictions. This is California. Now, a lot of people go like, radical left, demon rat, California, the home of liberalism, god dang, go. Like, a lot of people do that, yet they've been using slaves to fight fires. And then, okay, you think, okay, well, these people are taught how to do firefighting, they're taught all this, they've got, like, something they can do, and then afterwards they get out, oh, you can't even become a firefighter. So all that training you did, all that rehabilitation you went through to learn how to better suit your community, you're banned, because why not? It's absolutely disgusting. And I just wanted to make this video just to remind y'all that the 13th Amendment did not abolish slavery. It abolished slavery but for the prison populations. And again, ever since the 94 crime bill, our incarceration rate has manifested in such a heinous numbers. Again, we have just about a quarter of the world's prison population and about 330 million people out of like what is it, 7 or 8 billion now total? So that's a little weird, right? We've got most prison populations, we've got most coronavirus cases. This is a disaster country. This is a failed empire in collapse. Watch it happen, stay safe, but holy shit, if you're in California, maybe you should be lobbying the government to, I don't know, instead of using slave forces, actually train and employ people to actually combat fires without slavery. Because again, you're in a state that has a lot of wildfires. Why not actually prepare for that instead of relying on slave labor? Really makes you think. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there.